Fast News on AYOGEN TV. I am Charles Olowe Oluwafemi. Here are the major news headlines for today. On our local news this morning, Abba Kyari's brother received 279 million naira from Hush Puppy. Others. On our political news this morning, 2023 presidency in Nigeria ready to replace APC, says PDP. Still on political news, APC convention president VP should be not Northern Christian in 2023, says group. Disbelief as retired Senate clerk's on directive, site in office. On our 8 news this morning, MCDN indict 341 medical doctors, 16 dentists. On our business news, marketers resolve to blend dirty fuel. Scarcity persists in state. On our entertainment news, 250 million naira donation. Davido releases list of 292 beneficiaries. Here are the news in detail. Abba Kyari's brother received 279 million naira from Hush Puppy. Others, police reports. Police investigation has revealed how members of a syndicate led by international scammer Ramon Abbas, popularly known as Hush Puppy, paid 235 million naira to a young brother of a former commander intelligence response team, Abba Kyari. The probe also indicates that Kyari, a deputy commissioner of police, equally funneled 44 million naira to his brother's bank account in multiple transactions. However, the investigation reports obtained by our correspondent on Monday failed to disclose whether Kyari's brother was acting as a proxy for his embattled elder brother, who is currently in the custody of National Drug Law Enforcement Agency. The DCP, who was suspended by the police last June for his alleged link to Hush Puppy, allegedly attempted to sell part of a cocaine which was seized from some drug dealer in Enugu while he was on suspension. The investigation report, which was submitted to the Attorney General of the Federation, disclosed that a total of 279.120 million naira flowed to the younger Kyari's brother account at various times from the cyber scam syndicate's member, Efe Martins, led coordinator, Sikiru Adekoya, Usman Ibrahim, and Uzaini Allah. It stated Sikiru Adekoya has many times received money from Hush Puppy, and Efe has equally transferred money to Usman Ibrahim. Adekoya, after initial denial of having any financial transaction with both Hush Puppy and Efe Martins, eventually admitted receiving various sum of money through transfer into his GT Bank account. However, he could not offer a reasonable explanation of what the sum were meant for and what he did with the monies. The network of Hush Puppy International Fraud Syndicates consists of Efe Martins as the lead coordinator, who through his company, Efe Martins Integrated Concept Limited, has at various times transferred different sums of money to Sikiru Adekoya, Usman Waziri Ibrahim, Hussein Allah, a major brother of DCP Kyari, is a major beneficiary of funds from the Zenith Bank account of Hussein Allah, from where he had different times received various sums totaling 218,120,000 naira. He also received the sum of 44 million naira in multiple transactions from DC Abba Kyari. He was taken into custody by the NDLEA alongside 4 other officers. He was indicted for dealing in drugs by the police. His accomplice includes Sunday Uba, ASP Bawa James, Inspector Simeon Arigba, and John Nuhu. Another officer, ASP John Omoro, is said to be at the large. Curiously, the Special Investigation Panel, which authored the report, did not invite and interrogate Kyari's brother about the huge sum of money deposited into his bank account by the fraud syndicate and the DCP. It is recommendation that the First Disciplinary Committee, which reviewed the SIP investigation report, indicated Kyari for violating the social media policy of the Nigerian Police Force by responding to the Federal Bureau of Intelligence indicted on the Facebook page without recourse to lay down procedures. Committee accused Kyari of obnobbing with fraudulent character, violating the police professional ethics, for obnobbing with fraudulent character and violating the Police Professional Ethics, the committee awarded Kyari the punishment of reduction in rank from DCP to ACP, stating that the evidence of 8 million naira bribe is circumstantial, that in that the bribe mainly was not paid into the officer's account, nor was any proceed of the bribe traced by the panel, much less linking to the officer of any such proceed. The FDC further said that there was no evidence of direct fund transfer from either Ospopi or Efe into any Kyari's account, but there were record of various funds transferred totaling 17 million naira, which originated from Efe Martins into the account of Usman Waziri, Uzan, and Allah Odabra to Kyari. Meanwhile, the force has intensified investigation into Kyari's link to criminal gangs and alleged involvement in money laundering, and directed by the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Abubakar Malami. Malami had in his legal advice to the police leadership said a premier official case of money laundering had been established against the former IRT commander. The advice read in part that there exists a premier official case of the conspiracy, collaboration, receipt, conversion, transfer, and or retention of proceeds of unlawful activities contrary to the provision of Section 15, 17, and 18 of the Money Laundering Prohibition Act 2004 and Section 17 of the Economic and Financial Crime Commission Act. Capt EI Law of the Federation of the Nigeria 2020 against DCP Abba Kyari and other suspects in view of the overwhelming evidence showing the nature of his discussed financial transaction and activities with Abbas Oshpopi, Efe Martins, Usman Ibrahim, Wasitri, Sikiru Adekoya, Ozan Allah, and Saran Festus are all confirmed members of international internet fraud network, although the facts and circumstances of this case are contained in the case of fire and suggestive to money laundering offense against DCP Abba Kyari and his accomplice name Abbas Oshpopi, Efe Martins, and co. On our political news, 2023 presidency in Nigeria ready to replace APC, says PDP. The People's Democratic Party has claimed that the party's sweeping victory in 3 strategic Abuja area council during the Federal Capital Territory Council election last week was a clear demonstration of its determination by Nigerians to return PDP to power in 2023. This was contained in a statement by the PDP spokesperson Honorable Debo Ologungba. A tweet on Tuesday titled "PDP Sweeping Victory in FCT Council Poll Signal Its Victory in 2023. He said that with the victory, Nigeria are firmly established their resolve to complete oust the All Progressive Congress from governance by 2023 to enable them to have a new lease of life. According to him, it is instructive to state that the 3 strategic area councils are melting pot of Nigeria from all sections across the nation, irrespective of political, ethnic, culture, religion, class, professional, or age affiliation. The statement read in part, the crushing rejection of the incompetent, corrupt, and vicious APC in the 3 area council therefore represent the collective feeling and aspiration of the generality of Nigerians in the national consensus to do away with the APC and return to the PDP to power at the center in 2023. In electing the PDP to superintend over the Abuja Municipal Area Council, which is at the call of the FCT, Nigerians have firmly established their resolve to completely oust the APC from governance by 2023 to enable them have a new lease of life. It added the PDP commend Nigerian and respected as represented in the FCT area council election result from their resilience in the fight to liberate our nation from misrule. The PDP also commend all its members and teaming supporters in the FCT and urge all Nigerians to continue to work together on the platform of PDP in the resolve to rescue and rebuild our nation from the stranglehold of the APC. Still on political news, APC convention PDP, VP should be Northern Christian in 2023, says group. a coalition of Christians of northern extraction in All Progressive Congress beside the group under the aegis Body Christian in APC on Tuesday demanded that the 2023 presidential ticket should have a Christian president or vice president from North, while demanding adherence to the party procedure in the election of its national officer. They also called for religious consideration in the microzoning of party position. The APC National Convention come up on 26 February 2022, where a new leadership that will direct affairs of the party is expected to emerge. The CIAPC said that this in a communique issued at the end of its meeting, which discussed the political affairs of the party, national convention, and the political atmosphere of Nigeria, signed by Chairman Communique Drafting Committee Professor Doknan Seni and Senator John Damboyi. According to them, such solid consideration will help foster national unity. The communique read, in part, the Christians in the 19 northern states within APC met at the International Conference Center, Abuja, on February 13, 2022 to discuss the political affairs of the APC party, the upcoming party convention, and the political atmosphere of the nation. The meeting was pleased that the APC was finally able to fix date for the convention for February 26, 2022. The meeting recommended that the presidential ticket should have a Christian president or vice president from the North. The meeting recommended that the party should choose a Christian from the North and not as party national chairman or deputy national chairman from North. The meeting recommended that the composition of the National Working Committee and the National Executive Council should significantly reflect the presence of Christians in order to reflect its national character. The meeting recommended that the party procedure of electing officers into various offices should be adhered to. Disbelief as retired Senate Clerk Sean Directive sits in office. Retired clerk to the Senate Ibrahim Elada continue official duty at the plenary on Tuesday to the shock and disbelief of member of the chamber. President of the Senate Ahmed Lawan allowed Eladan, who was relieved of his job by the National Assembly Services Commission last week, to sit at the table and continue to work of a clerk. The NASC has retired Eladan and two permanent secretary, Anthony Adebanjo and Michael Okpara, over alleged forgery of documents and age falsification. The commission had ordered Elada and Adebanjo to proceed on retirement with immediate effect, while Okpara was asked to retire in 6 months. The NASC had also gone ahead to appoint Mr. Isabella Iloba as acting clerk to the Senate to take over from Eladan. The executive chairman of the NASC, Ahmed Amshi, conveyed the message in a letter dated February 9, 2022 with reference number NASC/PF/69/184, titled Retirement from Services, and addressed to Eladan, a copy of which our correspondents cited on Tuesday. It partly read, the commission at its 547th meeting held on Wednesday, February 9, 2022, has approved your retirement from service with effect from February 9, 2022. The commission wishes to acknowledge your immense contribution to the growth and development of National Assembly service. As you proceed on retirement, please hand over your office and other government property to your possession to the Deputy Clerk, Senate Legislative, Iloba Ugochi. However, Elada carried on with official duties in the chamber on Tuesday in that the Director of Information, NASC, Mrs. Janet Mambula, could not be reached for comment on press time on Tuesday. As of press time Tuesday. On our Earth News this morning, MDC N341 medical doctor inducts. The Medical and Dental Council of Nigeria on Tuesday inducted 341 medical doctors and 16 dentists. Professor Abba Azan, Chairman, Medical and Dental Council of Nigeria, which performed the ceremony, charged the inductees to operate in compliance with the ethics of the profession. Azan, who congratulated the inductees inductee on their successful induction urged them not to endanger lives. He described the medical profession as a noble one designed to advance the existence of life through quality and passionate service delivery. You must not endanger lives. This is not for money making. You will not be poor either, but always display professionalism in the charge of your duty, he said. He then urged them to always prioritize human safety before anything, warning that industrial action without due cause was inimical to the tenets of the profession. Earlier, the Minister of Health, Dr. Ozage Iyainere, described induction as a roadmap to improve healthcare delivery in Nigeria. Iyainere, represented by Malam Mahmouda Mahama, Permanent Secretary in the Ministry, expressed the preparedness of the ministry to improve the quality of healthcare delivery. The minister, who congratulated inductees, said that the ministry will continue to advance the welfare of medical practitioners to a greater height. On our business news this morning, marketers resolve to blend dirty fuel scarcity persists in states. Oil marketers have resolved to start blending the over 100 million liters of adulterated premium motor spirit, popularly called petrol, which was imported into Nigeria over 2 weeks ago. It was gathered on Tuesday that the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited had yet to recall all the contaminated PMS, as the commodity has been occupying spaces in the tank of filling stations. As a result, marketers said the situation had made it difficult for filling stations to take delivery of new products to sell to their customer, a development that worsened the scarcity of petrol, resulting in massive queue in Abuja, Lagos, Port Harcourt, Niger, Nasarawa, and many other states. The National Public Relations Officer, Independent Petroleum Marketer Association of Nigeria, Chief Ukadike Chinedu, told our correspondent that some retailers in Lagos had started blending the adulterated PMS with clean fuel. Asked whether the NNPC had recalled all the contaminated PMS as reported in some quarters on Tuesday, the chairman replied, that is not true. He added, I also want to tell you that in our members' filling station, some of the one I know in Port Harcourt, Uche and Obigo, in Rivers State, as well as few in Abuja, I have their names and number. The adulterated products are still in their tanks now, and they have been running a tascata to see whether they will be able to get fresh product to blend the one in their tanks and push all of it out to the public. This is because we got information that some of our members who are in Lagos are bringing in fresh product to blend with the contaminated ones and neutralize the sulfur and methanol. The chairman, however, noted that many filling stations had yet to get new supplies that were enough to blend the adulterated products in their tank. But unfortunately, up to now, they have not got new supplies, and that is one of the basic reasons for the scarcity you see here and there across the country, stated. On whether marketers have the capacity or equipment to blend the adulterated product with clean, he replied that they were ready to try it since the NNPC had to record the product. He said the NNPC had a blending plant which could have done these things clinically and make it more appropriate, but we have waited for weeks now and nothing has been done. You know, we don't have the testing machines, so marketers just want to do this permutation considering the huge amount spent on the purchase of the product, and in order to help address petrol scarcity. The scarcity of petrol persists in Abuja and neighboring states on Tuesday, and Ukadike told our correspondent that the situation was also pronounced in many states. If it was, however, gathered that to address the situation, over 2.3 billion liters of PMS will arrive the country between now and the end of February 2022. Source in the NNPC stated that this will restore sufficiency and even above the national target of 30 days. As of today, the NNPC has over 1 billion liters of petrol in stock, and the PMS being dispensed today at the various filling stations in the country is safe. The source, who pleaded not to be named due to lack of authorization, is stated. And finally, on our entertainment news, 250 million donation. Davido releases list of 292 beneficiaries. Nigeria singer David Adeleke, popularly known as Davido, has released a list of 292 orphanages that benefited from his donation of 250 million naira. As part of his birthday celebration in November 2021, Davido has sent out a video message to his friends and colleagues in the entertainment industry to send money to him. In a few hours, the DMW label boss was able to amass over 100 million naira, which later grew to 200 million naira of over a few days. He also added a personal donation of 50 million naira to make it 250 million. Davido later promised that he will set up a committee to ensure the disbursement of the money to orphanages across the country. In a statement signed by the multi-award-winning singer on Tuesday, he revealed that the money had been disbursed to 292 homes selected from all the states of the Federation. The statement read, as promised, a 5-man disbursement committee was set up since its inauguration. The members of this committee have worked tirelessly to ensure that they collect the names and information of documented and verified orphanages. I am pleased to announce that the disbursement of funds is complete. So far, the total amount of 250 million naira has been disbursed to 292 orphanages. As promised in my first statement, I have listed attached the names and amount disbursed to the various orphanages in the spirit of transparency. I thought it wise to give you, my loyal supporter, fans, friends, and family, an update in this regard. Davido also took to his time to thank those who contributed to the fund and the committee for oversaw the disbursement of the fund. I would like to say a big thank to you, to everyone that make this possible, the committee of the high calibers and principal people who dedicated their times to ensure this task was expeditiously carried out, my wonderful friend, family, and well-wisher. Thank you for your continued support and love, Davido. Yes, before we drop the curtain on our news this morning, here are the news headline once again. On our local news, Abakari brother received 279 million naira from Hush Puppy, others police reports. On our political news, 2023 presidents in Nigeria ready to replace APC, says PDP. Still on political news, APC confession President VP should be Northern Christian in 2023, says group. Disbelief as retired Senate clerk Sean Directive set in office. MDCN inducts 341 medical doctors, 116 dentists. On our business news, marketers resolve to blending dirty fuel. Scarcity persists in states. And finally, on an entertainment news, 250 million donation. Davido released list of 292 beneficiaries. Here we shall be drop the curtain on our news updates for today. Don't forget to follow and subscribe to all our social media platforms. Follow us on our Facebook page, AYOGEN Link, and also follow us on our Instagram page, AYOGEN TV. Don't forget to also subscribe and click on alarm button on our YouTube channel so that you can get notification of all our programs as we broadcast from the ancient city of Ondo Kingdom. I am Charles Olowe Oluwafemi. From all of us in AYOGEN TV, we say have a productive week.